Hello everyone, welcome to VuzzaRe, and in this video we will learn 4 programs that will illustrate exception handling in Java. So first we will see arithmetic exception handling. So what is arithmetic exception? So we sometimes get cases like when we divide a number by 0. So what will be the output? So mathematically it should be undefined, infinite, something like this. So in Java, when we have some number which is divided by 0, so it gives an exception. So for this we have to address the exception and we have to handle it, and for this we use exception handling. So this is our public class arithmetic exception, and inside this we have to input two numbers a and b, and we have a try block. So this is basically the syntax of exception handling: try and catch, and sometimes we use finally. So try will just like illustrate int c which is equal to a divided by b. Suppose if b is 0, then it will give an exception, and we will use the catch block to illustrate. We will use the catch block to catch the exception, and we will just print out this. And if we do not have the catch block, the program will give us error. So to solve this error, we use try and catch block. So suppose if you have a very big program, and in a normal case if you get an error like divide a number by 0, so it will give an error, so the program will malfunction. So for this we use try and catch block, and we handle our exception. So suppose we try to run it, like our first number is 5 and second number is 0. In this case it gives exception found, cannot divide a number by 0. So this is how exception handling is done. Second way is array out of bound index. Like suppose our array has size of 4 elements, and we try to access the element of at index 100, suppose at index 101. So in this case it will give the error. So it is like array index out of bound exception. We use this one, array index out of bound exception, and we just print out array out of bounds exception found. Suppose we have another type of exception called null pointer exception, where we have string str equal to null, and when the length of the string is null, we try to catch it. So we use a try if string dot length is greater than 0. In string length is more than 0, then we print it's a valid string. Otherwise catch the exception, null pointer exception. This is called null pointer exception, and print out the message, or just make the program not give an error. So we can also remove it, like there's nothing like it's needed to give a message only. It will just remove the error. It will print nothing. But suppose if we do not have our try and catch block, then it will give us an error. So this is the one program. And one we have subclass exception. Like this is a theory, like when we have exception, this is the main class exception, and inside this we have many types subclasses like arithmetic exception, null pointer exception, or array index out of bound exception. So all these are the subclass inside the exception class. So when we use multiple catch blocks, what we do is we print the subclass exception first. I mean, we make the catch block for the subclass exception first, and we make the exception catch for the exception superclass exception at last. So this is what we do. It's like subclass exception found. So this is all in this video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos.